Do you know that Apple has closed July in the green in 18 of the last 20 years, averaging almost 7%? That's not a prediction. That is outcome of it, an analysis of 20 years of data. And in the next 3 minutes, I will show you how to find stats like this for almost any stock or industry group in 2 clicks. So if you hover over to the left side menu of our AnalyzeStocks AI powered web-based stocks analysis software, you will see the seasonality options as one menu item. Click on this. It will open up a menu where you can enter a stock symbol of your choice. So let's put Apple here. And we are looking at its 20 years of performance. Let's start with first 5 years of performance and its absolute performance. So it's going to update the chart for Apple. And as you can see, July has been the best month for Apple. And during the last 5 years, 100% of times, in other words, 5 out of 5 years, Apple has ended in green or in positive territory with an average return of 6.6% during this month. You can choose anywhere from 1 year to 20 years. Move to 20 years. And the chart and data will be updated for 20 years. And now as you can see, the average return for Apple for last 20 years in July is 6.9%, almost 7%, while 90% of the time, in other words, 18 out of 20 years, Apple ended in a positive side. Here you will find the monthly statistics for all the months. So you can see very quickly which are the best months to hold positions in Apple or trade Apple. So the best month, as I said earlier, was 6.9% return with July, followed by October 4.32%, win rate is 70% of time, and April 3.93%. While these are the 3 worst months, January, September, followed by December, to go long in Apple. Not only this, you can switch between absolute performance versus relative performance to S&P 500. So change it to relative to S&P 500 and the chart will be updated. So Apple relative to S&P 500 has beaten it 90% of the time during the month of July from this period, last 20 years, and it has beaten S&P 500 by a margin of 4.5%. In other words, it has given more return than S&P 500 if you hold Apple during these 2-3 months, which are July, August, and October. Next, not only this, for example, if we want to know for the month of July, besides Apple, what are the monthly top performers? So here are the top 30 monthly performers for the last 10 years in S&P 500 and Nasdaq 100 combined. For the month of July, sorted by average return column, Carvana, out of 10 years, 9 years, it has ended in a green territory with a win rate of 77.8% and an average return of 18.38%, followed by AMD, average return of 16.44%, and a win rate of 70% during the last 10 years. Again, you can look back anywhere between 1 to 20 years. For example, 5 years, if we choose 5 years, it will select top 30 monthly performers for these two indices combined, S&P 500 and Nasdaq 100, and during the last 5 years. And again, Carvana came as number 1 during the month of July, average return 27.27. You can also sort with a percentage win, followed by MicroStrategy, Generic Holdings, Super Microcomputers, 15.71% average return. In this way, in a very quick manner, we can take a top look at the top 30 monthly performers. Not only this, if we select any, for example, we want to drill down and check ON. So select ON here, press Analyze. It will take you to the stocks analysis page where the stock, in this case ON semi, will be analyzed and will be provided with our proprietary trend recognition systems. Like it's neutral here, both on daily and weekly time frame. Its relative strength currently is weak because it has come down. For example, it's 33% from its 52-week high, and it's below its 50-day moving averages by 12.4%. And overall recommendation is to hold the stock, not any long at this particular time frame. Going back to the seasonality again, the third tab here is about the industry groups. And what it does, that among a group of approximately 100 Dow Jones industrial groups, it will give you the month-wise best performers based on the average return or the win rate. For example, July, real estate services group with an average return of 4.64%. For the last 15 years, its win rate is 80%, while it has 14 members in it. So let's say we want to drill down to the real estate service and see which 14 are its members. So here it will open up another window. It will give you the 12-month profile of this particular group, which is real estate services. And during the last 20 years, 16 of it data is available for 16 years out of last 20. And the month of January has been found with 50% of return and 1.38% average return. So the best month for the real estate services is July again, 4.64% return. 80% of time it has been reported as positive. Not only this, it will give you a drill down of all the current 22 members within that particular group. That is real estate service. And we can again select any given member, for example, COMP. And if we press analyze, it will take us to the stocks analysis page where we can take an in-depth view of our recommendations and different parameters and indicators, including the trend recognition system, which will tell us that it's neutral on the daily side and it's strong buy on the weekly side for the time being. So that's pretty much it. That's the whole edge in one workflow. Find a seasonally strong group over here, drill into its members, confirm the trend with our trend recognition signals, and position with both history and momentum on your side. It's live now on our software, link in the description, and if this was useful, subscribe to get this information every month. With software will show you what the data says about the month ahead. Thank you.